Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polgon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.7947 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.46%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that you have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polgon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark. And having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC corrective movement, and soon we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, having our wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see a fast wave to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, and I believe that is what is playing out here on the Polgon Matic chart. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can see this better, within a fast wave to the upper side, which is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that fast wave to the upper side, and I believe that is what is playing out. And we have completed the formation of a wave 4 to the lower side right here, and we might be in the formation of a 5th wave to the upper side to complete this higher Elliot wave count 1, and getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave so that it can also give us the key scenarios that we expect to play out. After making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making the high for that Elliot wave count 1 that is within that fractal wave, then saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, and after making the low for that second wave, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a third wave, making our high for that third wave at around the $1.06 mark. Then after making the high for that third wave, we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave, which is a retracement of the third wave. So using the Fibonacci's, we can get a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that fourth wave by just connecting the fibs from the low of the wave 3 to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the chart like that. And you can see Polgon Matic has continued to respect that movement to the lower side, and we have retraced into this target area, making our low at around the $0.69 mark, and my target area lies between the $0.82 mark and the $0.6675 mark, meaning that we have almost fully maximized that target area that I have drawn out here on the charts. And because a wave 4 is a corrective wave, I also expected to see a corrective movement play out here on the Polgon Matic chart, having this as the wave A. Then we made a wave B high at around the $0.94 mark, then continued pushing low in the formation of a wave C, completing that wave 4 to the lower side at around the $0.69 mark. And after that, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, and before we saw a breakout to the upper side right here, we had been trading within a channel which is between two key areas of support and resistances. That is the key area of support at around the $0.72 mark and the key area of resistance at around the $0.78 mark. We managed to break out of the channel to the upper side and continued pushing higher in a very impulsive movement to the upper side, which we can term as an Elliot wave structure. And because our wave 5 is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that 5th wave to the upper side, and I believe we are seeing such a movement here on the Polgon Matic chart, having this as the wave 1, then a wave 2, then we continued pushing high in the formation of a wave 3, then I expect a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1, which is a fractal wave within that 5th wave to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave within a wave 5 so that you can also get the key scenarios. Since we are in the formation of a third wave right here, we can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that third wave using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at around the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.87 mark. And you can see in this movement to the upper side in the formation of that third wave, we made our high at around the $0.86 mark, meaning we did not fully maximize the formation of that third wave to the upper side. Then we started to see a very nice retracement to the lower side in what we can term as a wave 4. And because a wave 4 is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that wave 3 to the high of that wave 3 to give us a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, which is a fractal wave within that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5 fib level, and I can mark that target area here on the charts. And we also need to have invalidation points here on the charts because this is an Elliot wave structure, and in case this wave 4 retraces into the high of that first wave right here, which we made our high at around the $0.79 mark, then that would be invalidating my Elliot wave structure. And I think by now we have invalidated this movement to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, because you can see we are trading at around the $0.79 mark, which is approximately near the high that we made for that first wave to the upper side. So we can start thinking of removing this Elliot wave structure to the upper side in this movement and view it as something else. And the only way we can view that as is having this as a massive wave 1 to the upper side. So we can have it like this, having this as the wave 1. Then whatever we are seeing over here is a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2. Then expect a wave 3, a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 5. And since we are in the formation of a wave 2 right here, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 1 down there to the high of that wave 1 to get a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark it like that here on the charts. And that target area lies between the $0.79 mark and the $0.76 mark. So there is a possibility whatever we are seeing over here is just a massive wave 1, and whatever we are seeing over here is the formation of a wave 2. And I would expect us to lose that key area of support at around the $0.78 mark. And in case we lose that key area of support, then I would expect us to fully maximize that target area in the formation of a wave 2 before we see a very nice bounce to the upper side. And there is also a possibility that we can get that key area of support at around the $0.78 mark, find support, and then see a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3. And once we see the low for that second wave, we can then sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of a third wave. And we can also sketch out a target area for that higher Elliot wave count 1, since we have the touch points to do that. And I just need to use the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the wave 1 down there to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side for that higher Elliot wave count 1 at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.244 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour RSI, we are trading at around the 35 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side in the formation of that third wave that I have drawn out, that is within that fractal wave in this higher Elliot wave count 5. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that would mean lower prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see whether we are going to see the printing of a bullish cross so that we can continue pushing higher, and I'll keep you updated.